Welcome to LFFL Primetime, the What to Watch For edition. Certainly be less than 5 minutes today. Real quick shout out to Matt Merrill for these fun logos I found. We got them up there, so it's awesome. I also want to apologize in advance. I've actually recorded this 2 times already. It is glitchy when I go to watch it back. So hopefully when I load this to YouTube, it won't be glitchy. But if it is, my apologies in advance. I do not like the inferior products, which is why I put Matt together to get those logos together. So let's check the LFFL. We do not have a ton to watch for tonight, but we still do have a few things in play. Over here, Miles a 30-point lead over Bill. Miles has Taysom Hill, while Bill has Isaiah Likely and Kenyon Drake. All three of those players are very likely. Let's see what I did there. Likely. These guys could easily put up zeros. They could easily put up like 20. Who knows with these clowns? So anybody's game. I'm not even predicting a winner here. Phil looking good to make a comeback on me, down only 48 points, but as Lamar Jackson, Alvin Kamara, and the Ravens defense this evening. Josh, Greg, Todd already in the winner's locker room over here. LFFL2, we have nothing left to be decided over here. Bill, Phil, Sean, Miles, myself, all already winners on the week. What's really cool is halfway through the season, 9 games in, 9 to go, two-way tie at the top. Eric and Bill, 3 more teams, just 1 game back. Miles, just 2 games back. This is still wide open going into the second part of the season here. We'll all play each other one more time, so another chance for us to kind of jockey for positions. Who pulls away? Should be interesting to see. LFFL 3, Bill has Isaiah Likely again this evening with Devin Duvernay and a 4-point lead over Brennan, who only has Taysom Hill. So if Matt's going to win, going to need one of these Taysom Hill touchdown things. Eric, a nice lead over Miles, but Miles does have the Lamar Jackson, Alvin Kamara combination we have already seen on this video. And then finally, I like Sean's chances to win a 66-point lead over Todd, who only has Kenyon Drake. Matt Merrill, Phil, and Greg already winners in this league. LFFL 4 Thursday Night Football. Congratulations are in order to Mr. Greg Coffin, a 2-point win over Nate, who was 2 points ahead of Miles in third. This is Greg's 6th showdown win since we started doing these things at the beginning of last year. However, on the season, Nate still holds a commanding lead overall standings. Greg, Eric, Bill, Phil, and Todd all separated by just 4 points in that battle for second. LFFL 5 with the watch for out here. Bill, a nice 30-point lead over Eric. Both have a defender left to play this evening. Sean, a nice 29-point lead over Andy. Sean has Chris Olave. Andy has Roquan Smith. You like both Bill and Sean to pull out those wins. And then I do have a nice 103-point lead over Greg, who has the very popular combination of Alvin Kamara and Lamar Jackson. Apparently, if you were in the LFFL and you drafted Alvin Kamara, you also needed to draft Lamar Jackson. Your winners already are Phil and Miles. Eric and I both have things at stake tonight. Playoffs do start in this league in week 13, so just 3 weeks left after this week. Eric and I can both clinch playoff positions with wins this week. LFFL 7, what to watch for over here. Unfortunately for my good friend Jeremy, he will be out of here. He would need like 85 points from the Saints defense to get ahead of Andy, who is the lowest finished team. So sorry, Jeremy, but a fine showing in your first year. LFFL 9. We got some blowouts. We got some close ones. Number 1 seed, I appear poised to move on. I have maintained that lead I took last week with a massive score over Nate in this one, both done for the week. Number 2 seed, Greg, however, in the middle of it right now, has 1 player left tonight, Justin Tucker. Justin Tucker's only replacing 3 points, so you like Greg's chance to add that point to a little bit. But guess who Miles had? Joe Mixon. So with Joe Mixon's massive output, Miles actually jumps out to a pretty solid lead here. Greg will have some makeup work to do next week. Number 3 seed, Casey, a 344 to 251 lead over Todd. However, we all have players playing tonight. I have Justin Tucker. Todd is Alvin Kamara and James Winston. All those players are replacing zeros, so our score will go up this evening. And then finally, the number 5 seed Bill is looking like he might just get upset by the number 13 seed Phil. Phil at 347.1 points, but does have 2 players still remaining in Kenyon Drake and Justin Tucker. They're replacing a 5.9 and a 6. So they do need to do something to get on his roster tonight. But at a minimum, Phil carrying a pretty solid 35, 36-point lead into next week. Bill looking to make up ground to avoid the upset. Remember, if you have not made a move, Bill and Phil both made moves, and I put moves on my team. But if your name is Nate, Miles, and Todd, or Greg, you are welcome to get me a move next week. Use some strategery, see how you want to go here. So that's all I got for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you join into our DraftKings League on Monday night. See if we can take Greg off the top spot based off his Thursday night win. So we will talk to you later this week with a wrap-up.